Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. And you didn't see me over here for about the last month. But boy, it sure is good to be back here. And you know why? Because it's Monopoly Night in America. That's right. It is that time once again for Monopoly Night in America. We are up to episode 11 here in season 3. We have got a fantastic champion with us tonight, and we've got some good challengers. So I say we wait no longer. We get right into this thing. If the announcer's ready. Announcer, are you ready?
I will be as soon as you put up the stream in the chat so we can hear the music.
God bless America. Man, if my head wasn't attached, I'd probably be looking for it somewhere near my ass right now.
We love you, Captain.
I'm going down with the ship. Yeah, well, and hey, and on top of that, Travis still hadn't even gotten into the hack box.
Good job.
Hopefully he does eventually, because otherwise he's going to wonder why he can't buzz in.
We're live. Everybody, we're live.
All right, and
He's going to sit there and say, Travis.
Travis.
now that it's up and live, I know the announcer's ready, so we go in 3, 2, and 1.
Yes, Monopoly is the world's most popular board game. Is now Monopoly the TV show. And let's meet our players. The red player, Jason Myers. The yellow gold player, Travis Coulter. And the green player, Gianni Pizzi. Here comes Mr. Priceopoly, Neil Stronitsky. And your host, Ted Ferguson!
Yay! Wow, go figure. And I'll tell you that was really weird because I could barely even hear the music. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully you guys heard it very well out there because, like I said, I sure as hell didn't. But hey, welcome back to another episode of Monopoly Night in America. I'm your host, Turd Ferguson. I'm all cleaned up, shiny, and new, ready to come right at you. That's right. I'm making up rhymes just on the spot. Got to get ready for a future gig. What can I say? But we are back once again for another episode here. And, man, we have got a champion here with us. He came in here last time and took us for a shit ton of money, $62,760. Please welcome back to the Monopoly stage. He's not Mr. Monopoly Night, but he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Jason Myers.
What's up?
Jason, it's good to have you back here with us once again. Again, this time you didn't even have to wear the top hat and tails. You were just able to wear your normal everyday clothes. I noticed that you've got your normal blue wife beater on, so I guess you're ready to come in here and bust some heads.
Maybe possibly could be yes, sir. I don't know.
No, me either. Hey, don't worry. I don't seem to know how to host my show right now, so... But yeah, over $62,000 last time. That's a nice way to come in, and it puts you in third place in the overall leaderboard for the season.
Yep.
And here's the crazy thing with how this season's went so far. While you did that in one episode, if you doubled that this week, you still wouldn't be in second place because we've had some people winning some cash this season.
Well, shit.
That's what I said. Well, shit. But yeah, so do you think you're going to have what it takes tonight to make yourself a two-time champion, or is this going to be one and done for you?
That remains to be seen. We shall see.
That does remain to be seen, but we're only going to find out if we go over here and meet your opponent. So good luck to you as we go over to our gold podium. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the man that normally does the announcing, and normally he pays attention. We'll see if he does tonight. Travis Coulter.
Yay.
Good job, Travis. No, there he is. Mr. Honk himself.
Oh, me.
Oh, I thought that was... No, Travis, you there?
Honk was Travis, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Travis, as we were talking backstage earlier before you went MIA, we haven't seen you here this season since episode 2, when you, believe it or not, came in third place with $6,975, which is what you've got. Most episodes, that would have you in the running to potentially win. So tell me, do we think we possibly have a win up our sleeve tonight?
I would love to think so. I always like a good match when you go toe-to-toe with the smart people in the room, and this is, I believe, going to be one of them with my two opponents. So, a win in the bag, I don't know. But good match, I would say so, yes.
Well, and I know that currently you've had the $1 million pyramid, or I don't know what you're exactly calling it, $25,000 pyramid. Now you're in your $1 million tournament. I know you've had that going on recently. Tell everybody out there how things are going.
Well, within the last couple of weeks, we have completed regulation, and right now we are in the middle of taping the tournament part of that, and that's for the mentioned $1 million that Tur was talking about. And just kind of like how the show does it, we play the win every time we play the winner's circle. Whoever's over there, when they go to the top, they're going for $1 million. So, how far are we into it? Would you say? I mean, I don't want to say, because I don't want to give them an idea of how many episodes they're going to have to watch to see the winner, you know.
Well, I can tell you they're going to have to watch every single one of them. That's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, that's you don't want to miss everything that's gotten to where we're at now. Like, it's jaw-dropping moments, just head scratchers, and just you'll have a great time though. You'll be laughing all the way.
Well, and from what I hear, if my information's correct, you're planning on getting one of those episodes up on the MVG channel here by the first part of February, correct?
Wow, you say first part of February, like what part are we talking about? Like 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts?
Well, the first part, I would say the first week. How about that? That's kind of what I heard, but yeah, you know. Because I heard you were trying to make sure you got content out before Jose did.
Oh, you want to start doing that. I mean, I technically already have content out before Jose, but that's...
Still late!
Like more. What?
Don't worry, nobody's paying attention to him anyway.
I know, right? I mean,
Whoever does.
it's how many episodes do you have out now, Jose?
Oh, Lord. I started it. All right. Well, Travis, we wish you the best of luck with those episodes coming up on the MVG channel very soon.
I sure as hell ain't discussing this right now.
No, but you sure as hell still talking. So, yeah.
Take them 20 minutes to tweet it anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, we wish you the best of luck with that, and best of luck here this evening as we move over to our green podium and we meet the last of the MVG trifecta, or I shouldn't say MVG, but the Grandma Studios trifecta, coming to us for, let's see, he's been with us one other time this season during episode 6. In our green podium, welcome back, Mr. Gianni Pizzi.
Hey! Oh, look at the beer.
The man that is currently helming the host podium for Scrabble. I know everybody's pretty excited about that. Everybody loves a good game of Scrabble. So tell everybody how that's going so far.
It's been going pretty well. I also mentioned on Thursdays I've also been doing a series of Whammy. It's also going pretty well. But yeah, just started the hosting gig. Having a great time with it.
It's funny that you said that, because right as you were about to say it, Mutzer popped up and said that you technically don't host any Grandma Studios game show. Well, that's where some of you are wrong. While they aren't quite yet up on the MVG channel, they will be in the not-too-distant future. As Gianni, as you just heard, he is hosting a series of Scrabble, which I've been lucky enough to participate in. He does a fantastic job hosting that series. And he, as we heard there, I did not realize he was doing Whammy as well. So that definitely some stuff to look forward to. So, hey, that's why you got to keep your eyes and ears peeled on the MVG Productions YouTube channel here to make sure, so you will be able to see when that content comes up, because more and more is coming, and yeah, it's all good stuff. So We definitely look forward to that there, Gianni. You're going up against two really good players tonight. How do you think you're going to fare in this game?
Well, you never know. Hoping to maybe come out, but you never know what's going to happen.
Hey, that's very true. You never know what's going to happen until we play it. So, hey, what do we say? Why don't we go ahead and do that? Good luck to you, Gianni, and good luck to all the players once again. I tell you, the one thing I do miss is the applause out there. So, I'll remind the audience and the people in the back. You know, we can always get some applause going on out here if you want. You know, it's up to you though. You know, you don't have to. It's just if you think about it. Holy shit! Well, there went the hearing in my left ear, so let's go ahead and play some Monopoly while that comes back around. This is going to be a very interesting game here tonight because only 2 of the 3 players have logged into the hack box to be able to buzz in. So I'm definitely interested to see how Travis is going to participate in tonight's game. So that code again was KMPZ. And while he does that, Jason...
Sorry, that's where I messed up.
Yeah, Jason, if you'd go ahead and buzz in. Fantastic. And Gianni? Great. And then Travis, just whenever you feel like it. Oh, wait a minute. There you are. So let me give you your control. There you go. Go ahead. Wunderbar. And I'm telling you what, wunderbar. Yeah, it's quite interesting here. I'll tell you what.
Is it a wonder bar?
Hey, let's turn off the volume.
All right.
Uh-oh. I think we may have lost her.
I agree.
Turd, are you there?
Herd, are you there?
There it is.
Oh.
I'm about to text him.
Text him, let him know, hey, your mic just shit the bed.
Here, but oddly frozen.
Okay. I wonder if the live stream's okay. I'll check.
The live stream is still good.
It's still there, and we can still hear ourselves.
Everything's still going, just we lost Turd's microphone.
Hey, Jason, isn't there a phrase we could use right about now?
We pause for the cause for station identification. You are watching Monopoly on the MVG networks. All the game shows and half the hassle.
Okay.
Maybe 1/4 of the hassle.
There we go. How about now?
No.
He's awake.
Shut up, Travis.
MVG.
Okay, y'all still don't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh.
No, we don't.
Travis, I swear to God.
Before I said anything.
Okay, now oh, is it going to do it again?
Nah.
Oh no, is it?
Well, the reason I'm saying, assuming you still hear me, I'm trying to get into my settings for my sound because the sound on the
Game.
the Monopoly game is not right, but my sound won't come up. Like my settings won't come up. It's just froze.
Oh, joy.
Sounds
like we might need to reboot.
mod or something else.
I no, I don't, because I rebooted voice mod. I think it's just something in my sound settings, but I'm trying to get to them.
Well, shit.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I may be on a path now. Let's see.
Is it the 3 to your left, the 0 in front of you, the 9 to your right, or the 1 behind you?
Is that right?
Matt all of a sudden we're playing Pathfinder.
He said he was trying to get back on the right path.
I'm trying. Shut up. I appreciate everybody for being patient out there while I figure out how to make my own crap work.
Yeah, it happens from time to time, folks. Like I said, and being, again, we've been off Monopoly for over a month now. Like I said, things like this were bound to happen. We just didn't get a chance to do a dry run through before we started. But you know.
Yeah, I'm getting dry run right now.
Apparently,
There we go.
Exactly trapped you.
Okay, so real quick, Jason, if you would,
Being live.
Jason, if you would buzz in again for me.
Trying to buzz in is not doing a T.
Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that's
Ding.
still
Did you
shit.
clear buzzes?
Okay, I've made sure they're clear. Try again.
Yeah,
Okay, I heard it nice and loud now, so that means we are finally good. Thank you, God. So, now we're going to do this before something else fucks up. All right. Give me 5 minutes. I'll see what I can do.
What sort of fuck up brought up Jose?
Give it 5 minutes.
All right, so of course, this is the acquisition phase of the game. We're going to be making our way around the board one full time, stopping at each individual property. As we get to each of those properties, I'm going to ask our players trivia questions. If they buzz in and get the question correct, they will get the dollar amount you see at the bottom of the property. If they get it wrong, they're going to lose that dollar amount, and it will still be a toss-up for the other players. If no one gets it correct, we'll cut the property value in half until we get a correct answer for that property. Once we've made it through the entire group, if someone owns them all, they're going to get some bonus cash. If it's split up, we'll have a showdown. We'll see how that goes in just a little bit. So here we go, players. Best of luck. As we start with our Brown property group and Mediterranean Avenue, which is a $60 property, here comes your first question. Which of the 8 known major planets in our solar system comes last in alphabetical order? Jason.
Venus.
Venus is correct. $60 for you. We move over now to Baltic Avenue, another $60 property. By agreeing to face Jimmy Carter, who became the first incumbent president to publicly debate his challenger? Jason.
Was it Ford?
Gerald Ford. That was my best Tom Brokaw. All right. Yes, that is correct. $60 over to you takes you to 120, and you have all of our dark brown properties. Gives you $120 of combined value, taking you up to $240. We now go over to our light blue properties, and we start with the Oriental Avenue, which is worth $100. As soon as I turn the page. In business.
And wash your,
Huh?
and wash your hands.
And wash my hands. I'll wash my face between segment 1 and 2, and then I'll wash my ass during segments 2 and bonus game. All right. Yep. In business, what brand of natural spring water named for a town near Lake Geneva bottles... and that's Gianni.
Poland Spring?
No, I'm sorry. It's going to cost you $100. Bottles over 1 billion liters annually. And sorry for whoever just crapped their pants. That would be Evian. Evian. I used to like Evian.
Avion, damn it.
All right. Now we're going to cut that property value in half down to 50. Next question. In 1971, George Harrison and Ravi Shankar staged an all-star concert to benefit what war? Jason?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh is correct. $50 to you takes you to $290. You have 1 light blue. Next up, Vermont Avenue for $100. What Washington, D.C. memorial had a half-scale replica made in 1990? Jason?
Lincoln Memorial.
No, I'm sorry. It's going to cost you 100. Had a half-scale replica made in 1996 designed to travel around the U.S. That would be the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. All right, we cut that property now down to $50. What P is in Paul is an athletic shoe company that shares its name, and that's Jason.
Puma.
Puma is correct. 50 to you takes you back to 240. You have 2 of the light blues. Next up, Connecticut Avenue for 120. Which GM auto division produced the Bonneville and the Sunfire? Travis.
Pontiac.
Pontiac is correct. $120 to you takes you to 120. All right, so now we're at our first showdown here. Jason owns 2 light blues, which means he needs 1 correct answer. Travis owns 1. He needs 2 correct answers. Remember, no money at risk here, players. You're just trying to get the correct number of answers so that you can take the Monopoly. In television, which animated character wears a Metallica t-shirt? Travis.
Beavis.
Beavis is correct. That's 1 for you. You need 1 more. What S is in Sam is a short-stemmed, pear-shaped goblet used to serve brandy. Jason?
Stout.
No. Travis, want a shot? If you think of your nose, it'll lead you there. It's a snifter.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question. In literature, a 1958 Plymouth is the title character of which Stephen... Travis?
Christine.
Christine is correct, and you have taken the light blue property group. With that comes $320 of combined value, taking you up to $440. Applause, applause, applause. All right, we now make the turn on to 2nd Street, our magenta properties, and we go to St. Charles Place, worth $140. Everyone's involved again. My apologies.
Does anyone have a Ricola?
All right. Definitely don't want none of that fisherman's best friend or whatever it's called. Ugh. In astrology, which sign of the zodiac is symbolized by the lion? Jason.
Leo.
Leo is correct. 140 to you takes you to 380. You have 1 magenta. Next up, States Avenue for 140. In music, what former 10,000 Maniac singer recorded the... Jason?
Natalie Merchant.
Natalie Merchant's correct for another $140. You're to 520. You own 2 magentas. Next up, Virginia Avenue for 160. What term for a gymnast skilled in balance is a combination of the Greek... And Travis?
Ballerina.
No, I'm sorry. It cost you 160. I'll finish the question. Is a combination of the Greek for high and walk. Jason.
Trapeze.
No, sorry. Cost you 160. Johnny, want a shot?
No.
That would be an acrobat. Acrobat.
Ah.
All right. We cut the property value in half. It's now worth 80. Dr. Jonas Salk developed the vaccine for... Johnny?
Polio.
Polio is correct. $80 to you. You're still at negative 20. All right, so this time our showdown will be between Jason and Johnny. Johnny, you need 2 correct answers. Once again, Jason, you only need 1. In which 1996 Coen Brothers film did Frances McDormand play a Minnesota policewoman? That would be Fargo. In geology, what A, as in Ashley, is the fossilized tree resin used in jewelry? Jason.
Amber.
Amber is correct, and you have taken the magenta properties. With that comes $360 of combined value, taking you, or excuse me, $440 of combined value, taking you up to $800.
Numbers.
Their numbers hard. Next up, orange. Yes, Neil?
Is that the Corleone School of Math coming back to you?
It is. He taught me how to do math whenever we were playing. Sorry. All right. Orange Property Group, St. James Place, $180 players. What honorary title, often added to the names of lawyers, is abbreviated ES? Jason?
Esquire.
Esquire is correct. 180. You're at 980. Next up, Tennessee Avenue for 180. According to AT&T, what holiday is the busiest for phone? That's Travis.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is correct. 180. You're at 460. One for Jason, one for Travis. Now we go to New York Avenue for 200. What P as in Paul is a Japanese pinball game that features, and that's Jason.
Pachinko.
Pachinko's correct. 200 to you. You're at 1180. All right. Jason once again has 2. Travis has 1. So Travis need 2 correct answers. Jason only need 1. Single malt Scotch whiskey is distilled in Scotland from which grain? Travis.
Barley.
Barley is correct. All right. You need next correct answer takes the Monopoly. The University of the Andes is located in what Colombia? Travis?
Dang it. Bogota.
Bogota is correct. And Travis has taken the Orange Property Group. With that comes $560 of combined value, taking him up to $1,020. Gianni, just want to make sure you're still awake over there. Fantastic. All right. Next up, we're in our red property groups on 3rd Street. We're in Kentucky Avenue, worth $220. In music, which Baywatch star was named Germany's most popular and Jason?
David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff somehow. 220 to you takes you to 1400. Indiana Avenue for 220. In literature, which Russian-born author wrote Atlas Shrugged? Jason.
Karenina.
No, I'm sorry. It cost you 200. You're at 1180 or 220, excuse me. Travis or Gianni? That would be Ayn Rand.
Oh no.
Yeah. I know that hurt me too. All right, $110 now for this question. Who was the first American astronaut to be launched into space? Gianni.
Alan Shepard.
Alan Shepard is correct. 110 to you. You're at $90. One for Jason, one for Gianni. Next up, Illinois Avenue for 240. In politics, how many senators represent each U.S. state? Jason?
2.
2 is correct. 240 to you takes you to 1420. All right. Gianni against Jason. Gianni need 2 correct. Jason need 1. Invented by David Brewster, what device creates patterns with glass chips viewed through a handheld? Gianni?
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope is correct. Next correct answer takes the Reds. In periodicals, who is the wheelchair-bound publisher of Hustler magazine? Jason.
Larry Flint.
Larry Flint is correct, and you have taken the red property group. With that comes $680 of combined value. Thank you very much. And that takes you to $2,100. We now make our way to our yellow property group. We start with Atlantic Avenue, which is worth $260. Thank you. You're too kind. In the opening credits of The Brady Bunch, which character appears in the center square? Jason?
Alice.
Alice is correct. It was not Paul Lynde. $260 to you. You're up to $23.60. Next up, Ventnor Avenue for $260. The Hawaiian Islands were first named the Sandwich Islands. Jason?
James Cook.
James Cook is correct. $260 to you. Takes you to $26.20. That's the kind of shit you do, Travis. All right. Marvin Gardens, $280. Which planet in our solar system has a moon named Triton? Jason.
Jupiter.
No, that cost you $280. Gianni.
Saturn.
No, that cost you $280. Travis, one shot.
I need some building money.
And there's the buzzer. It's Neptune. Neptune. All right, we cut the property in half now. Now down to 140. Which month of the year has the most letters in its name? Jason.
September.
September is correct. 140 to you takes you to 2480. And let's see, that has you with 2, correct? Or do you have all 3? No, you actually have all 3. You have all 3. You got, yep. Jason has all 3, so we're going to rebuzz him back in there, so he owns all of them. I told you it's been a while. $800 of combined value for you, Jason. Takes you, yes.
This is what happens when Paul Lynn shows up.
Right. What happens when Turd Ferguson hosts Monopoly? Throw him off the boat. All right, Jason's up to 3280, and we now turn on to 4th Street. Thank God, because that means we're almost done with this round. We're now to our green properties, and we start with what, ladies and gentlemen? A very specific property known as Pacific Avenue.
It's not Hollywood Squares Avenue?
No. You fool. $300 players. Here we go. Here's your question. What does the B in the U.S. military aircraft B-52 stand for? Johnny.
Bomber.
Bomber's correct. 300 to you. You're at 110. Next up, the home of Scruggs, North Carolina Avenue for 300. Known as the windpipe, what air passage... Jason?
Trachea.
Trachea's fuck a dog. $300, $35.80. That I was so shocked by that. I tried to combine fucking a duck and a dog and got fuck a dog. This might be the last episode of Monopoly if I keep this shit up. It's been a great run, everybody.
The hell with it.
You know, the funny thing would be if we did stop tonight, you know how many episodes we've done? 69.
Oh hell no. We gotta do one more before you call it quits.
That'll be my favorite number with Davey. Shut up, Mark. Be quiet. All right. Next up, Pennsylvania Avenue for $320. Edmund Morris wrote the biography Dutch about which U.S. president? Jason.
Van Buren.
No, sorry. Travis or Gianni? Well, those of us that are a little older would not, well, although Jason should. Dutch was Ronald Reagan. As Jason has his hands inside of his face and his face and hands inside of the blue wife beater right now, let's do a $160 question. What New York gang-themed musical was composed by Leonard... Jason?
West Side Story.
West Side Story is correct for $160. Jason just likes to get it wrong the first time so he can only get half the money. All right, so Jason, you have 2 of the properties. Gianni, you have 1. Let's do a showdown. Named for its American inventor, which cross-shaped slotted screw was designed for power screw... And that's Jason.
Phillips head.
Phillips is correct, and Jason, you have taken the green property group. With that comes $920 of combined value. Applause, applause, applause. Which takes you up to $4,340. And we now move over to our final property group of the game, thank God. It is our Dark Blues, and we start with Park Place for $350. In music, what American band leader composed Stars and Stripes Forever? Gianni.
John Philip Sousa.
Sousa is correct. $350 you're at $460. And our final property, the big one, Boardwalk, $400. Let's see what happens. In ceramics, what K as in kite is the type of oven used to fire clay? Travis.
Kiln.
Kiln is correct. $400 you're at $1420. All right, so we have a showdown here. Travis will either get his third Monopoly or Gianni will get his first one. Here we go. Could be the final question. In movies, what actor played James Bond in the film GoldenEye? Travis.
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan is correct, and you have taken the dark blue property group. $750 of combined value takes you up to $2,170. And the sound that we did not hear means that we're at the end of the acquisition phase of our game. Let's take a look at where things stand. Right now in third place is our green player, Gianni Pease. He has $460 and no monopolies. In second place is our gold player, Travis Coulter. He has $2,170, and he has 3 monopolies. And currently in first place is our current champion, Jason Myers. He has 5 monopolies and $4,340. This is where we're going to take that first commercial break, and I'm going to be going and washing my face. And when we come back, players are going to have made upgrades to their property, doing houses and hotels, and we're going to do our 15-minute big money round to find out who's going on to play for up to $50,000 right here on your favorite Shut Up game. Fuck Monopoly. Welcome back here to Monopoly, man. We have got a fantastic game going on so far. We have had houses and hotels added onto this board here, so let's take a look at where we stand in this moment. Right now, after all that was done, again, remember, it's $50 for them to add each individual house, and once they get it filled up, then another $50 adds on the hotel. So right now, Travis has actually dipped down into third place at $170. Johnny's jumped up into second with $460 because he wasn't able to do shit. And Jason's still in first place at $840. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the times I really enjoy. Normally, this is where I bring Jason on stage, but tonight I bring another close personal dear friend and epic comedian here at MVG. It's good to have him back up on the stage. It's Mr. Price, Will, and Quipopoly himself, Neil Sternitsky.
Hi, Kurt. Hi, everybody.
So, Neil, I don't know if you've heard, but supposedly Sorry Season 2's coming back here in just a few weeks.
Well,
Have you heard? Yeah, well, it's news to me, too, and I'm one of the damn co-hosts of the show, so...
Well, do you have another $77 million ready to go?
Well, we've actually, I've actually been having it. I've got this thing set up with my bank now to where every time after I shop, they round up the dollar amount to the next dollar, and that goes into a savings account to where we'll be able to pay for the next season.
So that's that change jar on your nightstand, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, so
to come in at 3,050.
yes. So I will say this. I tell you what, Mutzer, I'll make you a little deal because I know you like to tell everybody about all these premieres that are coming that even we don't know about. You go ahead and sign up for MVG. Go to the Facebook page. Those of you that are out there that haven't done it already, do it yourself as well. We'd love to have you. But go ahead to the MVG Facebook page, get yourself signed up, and come in here. And if you can play Monopoly in a future week and defeat the current champion, me and Jason will then bring Sorry back sooner than we planned. But until then, I would say don't hold your breath. There will be a season 2, but it's probably at minimum going to at least be the fall before that happens. And for anybody that wonders why, I'll even go ahead and just throw it out there now. Part of the reason it would take that long is a few things. One, we want to get through the current season of Monopoly, and of course we are going to be returning to getting the Barry and Enright Cup going again, which will be on its second half of its season, and we'll see. Hopefully we'll see if it gets going tomorrow night or if it'll be another week before it's back. But one way or another, it's coming, I promise. But we want to get through that. And about the time that we're wrapping these two shows up, my wife and I will be having a child. So want to be able to have time. Yes. Thank you. And I tell you, let me tell you, Jason is ever so kind to clap there, but let me tell you, Travis Coulter, a close dear friend of mine, has been very, very good about reaching out and checking in on us to make sure everything's been going well. And I really appreciate that from him. It just shows how close we are. Thanks, Travis. But in all seriousness, yes, that will be happening. Yes, there's going to be another turdlet coming around. So I will be taking a short little commercial break, just like I normally do for my hosting over the summer months to be able to enjoy the new baby, because the baby will be here somewhere around mid-May. But yeah, so we'll be taking a little break there. From hosting, I'll still be around MVG. You'll still hear me on some of the programs. I definitely still plan to be around for Game Show Marathon in whatever ability I have to participate there. But yeah, there'll be a little break. And then in the fall, I'll be making the triumphant return. Plus, I can tell those of you that are here that were so kind as to wait to see us come back. Myself and Jason, in the very near future, will be bringing around something that a lot of people have talked about, me being one of them because I've wanted to see it forever. We will finally be premiering what will start off as a very limited run series of definition after dark. I'll let you read into that what you want, and chances are you're probably right. So definitely be on the lookout for that. A very short run series of that will be coming up. We're looking at about a 12-episode order on that. See how it goes. But yeah, that'll be coming in the very near future, and we're definitely very excited about that. I do know somebody here says if I know if it's a boy or girl. It is a girl. Her name will be Emmeline. We're going to be calling her Emmy. So yes, Emmy will be making her appearance in the middle of May. So thank you for the good wishes. Continue to send those good wishes to my wife as she goes through the pregnancy. As we all know, that's very hard on a woman, and I try to do my best to support her in that way. But with that being said, let's get back to our game here, and we can talk about all the other fun and games with stuff going on later on. So, Neil, we had a heck of a game going on so far. From what you've seen over to the side, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think Travis needs to wake the fuck up.
That is an astute observation from you there. Because I do know that somebody mentioned in the live chat there earlier about that Jason just seemed like he would be a great host for Pyramid. And while I would not disagree that Jason could host a reading of the freaking phone book and people would tune in and enjoy
I don't
it.
know about that.
They would. But let me
put myself to sleep after the first letter.
allow me to tell all of you, as we said, Travis has been hosting Pyramid here over the last several months in MVG, and he has done a phenomenal job. I can tell you, if you watched I believe we may have even just had the championship game of the old $1 Million Pyramid with Justin Rayup. Justin did a good job, but Travis has taken it to another level and has done, and I don't say that just because he's part of Grandma Studios, and he is genuinely a dear friend of mine. He really has done a phenomenal job with that series, and I'm really excited for you guys to see the product that he's put together. So yes, we all love watching what Jason does, but trust me, there are a ton of fantastic hosts here at MVG Productions, Grandma Studios, Sleepy Time Studios, Can't Afford Ramen. The names and the lists go on. And I'll take that 1 second to say part of that comes from the fact that we have a leader here at MVG Productions that gives us the time and the space and the ability to do it. And he gives us direction, and he gives us one heck of a really good example to work off of. So we are all very, very lucky to be under his tutelage and be in a server like this. I can tell you, no matter what anybody else tries to tell you at any other server, and there's others that I'm a part of, and I'll shout one out, GSE. GSE is a great place to be, but I'll tell you right now, MVG Productions is the #1 game show server in Discord and on MVG or MVG on YouTube that you're going to find. I can tell you that right now, hands down. Great place to make friends, great place to come and be able to participate in game shows and just really have a good time getting to meet people from places and sharing interests. So, what's that?
Can I interject here for just a second?
Absolutely.
Find another server with as many games that we have on the schedule every week. We have multiple games almost on a nightly basis here inside of MVG.
And that's true. And for those of you, I know there's only so many of them that you wind up seeing coming up on the live stream or coming up on the recordings or whatnot. But trust me, there's a lot more going on. And once people will do their editings and whatnot and get stuff thrown up there, trust me, there is so much that goes on here. It is ridiculous. So I'm telling you, be a part of this group. Reach out. Fill out that application on the Facebook page. You want to be here. It is a great place to be. And there are people here even just to hang out and talk to 7 days a week. Like there is not a day that goes by that we're not here at least hanging out and shooting the crap with each other and doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah, with that being said, we are really getting into the game now. So, of course, this is our 15-minute big money round. And, of course, as I'm saying that, Mr. Priceopoly himself is over there getting the dice loaded up, and he is getting the timer set for that as I tell you how this round works. And I'm having to remind you, partly because I got to remind myself. So we're going to make as many trips around the board in that 15 minutes as possible. We will stop at lots of individual properties. If it is owned by a player, they are going to get a question just for themselves. If they get it correct, it will be worth the dollar amount that will be on the card that pops up in the middle of the board there, which will be all hotel based. So you can look at that number and that'll tell you what they're going to be going for. If they get it wrong, they won't lose any money, but it does become a toss-up question for the other two players. If one of them gets it right, they win the money, but if they get it wrong, they will lose that money. We've also got spaces like chance and community chests, which are the bane in my existence and just love to pop up and slow this game down. We've got our utilities and waterwork and electric company, which you can win 100 times the roll. We've got ones where you have to pay into free parking, like luxury tax and income tax. The free parking starts off with $500 in it. We could go to jail, which is going to cost everybody $50, and then, of course, those railroads, which are hostile takeover opportunities, where in one question, this game can get flipped on its head, even for a player like Gianni that currently owns nothing. So, with that being said, let's do it. 15 minutes are on the clock. Whenever the number is read off, we will get started with the timer. Give us that first roll, Mr. Priceopoly.
All right, here we go. 2 and a 6 for an 8.
And that takes us to Vermont Avenue.
All right, Travis, $550 on the line with this first question.
Travis, what German airship burst into flames in Lakehurst, New Jersey in 1937?
The Hindenburg?
Hindenburg is correct. 550 takes you to 720. Next roll.
6 and a 5 for an 11.
And that will take us to New York Avenue.
All right, Travis, $1,000 on the line in this one. Take a big lead.
Travis, in what TV series did Neil Patrick Harris play the title role of a teenage doctor?
Doogie Howser, MD.
Doogie Howser, MD is correct. 1,000 to you takes you to 1720 and into first place with another roll.
2 and a 3 for a 5.
And that takes us to Illinois Avenue.
All right, Jason, your first crack at it. $1,100 on the line. You can retake the lead in this question.
Jason, what battery company, once called Everready, is known for its pink spokes bunny?
Energizer.
Energizer's correct. 1,100 to you takes you to 1940, back in first place with another roll.
4 and a 5 for a 9.
And, oh, there it is. Community chest.
Here we go.
Here we go. Our first community chest card of the night tonight says, advance directly to go.
Hey.
So we race on over, and by hitting go, that means players are going to be awarded with $200 into their pot, which is the only way right now Gianni just about can get money, as we have another roll.
All right, here we go. 1 and a 3 for a 4.
Well.
Now we're on income tax. Tell them about it.
You know that $200 we just got? Yeah, bye.
All right, so all of that money, $200 from each player, goes over into the free parking jackpot, which now stands at $1,100. Next roll, please.
Let's see if we can do it again. 1 and a 2 for a 3.
Well, looky there if it's not chance. All right, so our first chance card tonight says, advance to the nearest railroad.
Ooh.
And that's Pennsylvania Railroad.
All right, players. Chance to take over a Monopoly. Here's your question.
Players, the annual International Balloon Fiesta is held in what New Mexico? And that's Gianni.
Santa Fe?
No, I'm sorry. In what New Mexico City? Jason.
Albuquerque.
Yeah, unfortunately, you took a wrong turn. If you would have went left, you would have went to Albuquerque. Jason, you got it? All right, Jason, what are we attacking?
Light blue.
Light blue. So let's back that ass up. All right, Jason, I need 3 correct answers here for you to take over the Monopoly. If you get it wrong, you will pay the hotel rent price for whichever property you sit on. So this one would cost you $5.50 if you get it wrong. In music, which class of instrument is the English horn?
Brass.
No, it's woodwind. I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $550, which we will turn around and we will pay that to Travis. And with that, this hostile takeover was unsuccessful. All right, next roll, please.
All right, we're under 11 minutes. 5 and a 6 for an 11.
There's that 11 again. And there's that community chest again. Okay. Yellow player, that's you, Travis. You must make building improvements. $50 per house, $250 per hotel. So that's $750, $15, and another $500. That's $2,000. That's going to cost you. And we're going to turn around and put that over in free parking. So that takes free parking up to $3,100. Next roll.
All right. 4 and a 6 for a 10.
And that's Ventnor Avenue.
All right, Jason. 11:50 on the line. You can take a commanding lead with this question.
Jason, which small red fruit flavors the brandy known as Kirsch?
Cherry.
Cherries is correct. 11.50 to you. Takes you to 25.40. Next roll, please.
Doubles. Pair of 5s for 10.
We're loving the double numbers tonight. Park Place.
All right, Travis. $1,500 on the line. You can get back in this game with this question.
Travis, what large open area in central Moscow is bordered by the Kremlin and St. Basil's Cathedral?
Red Square.
Red Square is correct. 1,500 to you. Takes you to 1770. Next roll.
5 and a 2 for a 7.
You know.
All right, we pass go, giving everybody $200. And what does income tax remind us there, Mr. Priceopoly? What does that mean?
Easy come, easy go. Hello, do you know me? I'm the whammy.
So, $600 moved over, $200 from each player into free parking, which now stands at $3,700. Next roll.
5 and a 6 for an 11.
He's got the 11 dice out tonight. Oh, and that's Pennsylvania Road. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Yeah, it usually is. All right. There's a chance to take over a property. Can we do it this time? Here's the question.
All right, Johnny, you really need to get in here. In human anatomy, what muscle runs along the back of the upper arm and extends the forearm? Jason.
Tricep.
Tricep is correct. What are we attacking?
All right, we're going to try this again. Light blue.
All right, we back that ass up to Oriental Avenue.
Waiting on Travis to grow again.
All right. Here we go. First question, $5.50 at risk. In television, which Wheel of Fortune star was once a regular on Days of Our Lives?
Chuck Woolery.
No, it was Pat Sajak.
Damn it.
So, unfortunately, that's going to cost you that $5.50. We're going to pass that over to Travis. And with that, this hostile takeover was also unsuccessful. Next roll, please.
Under 7 minutes to go. 2 and a 6 for an 8.
So close.
Virginia Avenue.
All right, Jason. $900 on the line with this question. You can retake the lead.
Jason, if you were playing Baccarat in a Las Vegas casino, would you be playing with cards or dice?
Cards.
Cards is correct. $900 to you. You're at $28.90, back in first place. Next roll.
6 and a 3 for a 9.
That was an aggressive roll, by the way. Indiana Avenue.
He's got the font dice.
Oh, God.
All right, Jason. 1050 on the line. You can take a very big lead here.
Jason, in time measurement, what do the letters GMT stand for?
Greenwich Meridian Time.
No, toss up. Gianni.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time is correct. 1,050 to you takes you to 1510. Next roll.
This game just got a little more interesting. 1 and a 2 for a 3.
Atlantic Avenue.
All right, Jason. 1150 on the line with this one.
Jason, the 3M company sells what brand of transparent adhesive invented by Richard Drew in 1930?
Scotch tape.
Scotch tape or magic tape, we'd have accepted that as well, is correct. 1150 to you takes you to 4040. Next roll.
1 and a 5 for a 6.
And that's North Carolina Avenue.
All right, Jason. 1275 for this one. You can take a very big lead here.
Jason, in math, what is the square root of 49?
7.
7 is correct. 1275 to you takes you to 5315. Next roll.
We are under 5 minutes here. Now 1 and a 2 for a 3.
That's the short line.
All right, players. Pivotal point in the game. Who's going to take over? Here's the question.
Players, what two-word Latin phrase meaning in the year of the Lord is represented by the... Travis.
Anno Domini.
That's correct. I'm not even going to say it. You are correct. So what would you like to attack? I would have said anal dominoes. So, yeah, let's roll with it. So where are we going, Travis?
Oh, gosh.
It'll be a 6 and a 9 for a 15.
Pink.
Magenta. Oh,
St.
what the hell's
Charles.
the pink?
That one.
That's part of Jose's problem, too. You can't find the pink. Okay. So 3 correct answers will take this Monopoly. You got 750 at risk here. Once called the blister nut, what nut comes from the same family of plants as poison ivy? That would be the cashew. The cashew.
Oh.
All right, that's going to cost you $750. We're going to send that over to Jason. And this hostile takeover is also unsuccessful. We go to another roll, please.
1 and a 4 for a 5.
St. James Place.
All right, Travis. 950 on the line. Try to get some money back. Here's the question.
Travis, in history, Wyatt Earp befriended Doc Holliday in which southwestern Kansas town?
Kansas City.
Nope, toss up. Toss up for Gianni or Jason?
I got 2 cities in mind. I can't weigh on one of them.
Correct answer was Dodge City.
Oh, good thing I didn't buzz it because neither one of those were my answer.
Fantastic. Next roll.
3 and a 4 for a 7.
And that takes us to Indiana Avenue.
All right, Jason. 1050 on the line. Big lead. Here's the question.
Jason, in history, which Egyptian queen committed suicide by letting herself be bitten by a venomous asp?
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra is correct. 7115 is where you stand. Another roll.
Under 2 minutes. 4 and a 6 for a 10.
And that's community chest. All right. We have advanced to the next property, so we'll do that first. So the next property is Pennsylvania. The owner is going to receive $100 per house and $500 per hotel. So pause the timer.
Yahtzee!
So 5, 1,005, 2,005, 3,005, 4,005, 5,005, 6,005, $7,000 goes to Jason Myers.
Yahtzee!
Takes you to $14,115, and Travis and Gianni just both said, "Fucking damn it!" All right, so we will restart the timer on the next roll.
Stop and double your money and a holy shit. All right, here we go. Next roll. 2 and a 5 for a 7.
All right, so the timer's restarted. We have passed go. $200 to each player. Not that it matters for the yellow and green podiums, but we're at Mediterranean Avenue.
All right, Jason. There's $250 on the line. Like it's gonna make a difference at this point. Here's the question.
Jason, in movies, which actress played Roller Girl in the film Boogie Nights?
I never saw that movie. I got no answer.
All right, toss up for Travis and Gianni. Which actress played Roller Girl in the film Boogie Nights? Heather Graham. Next roll.
4 and a 3 for a 7.
We liked it so much, we did it again. Vermont Avenue.
All right, Travis. $550 on the line. Here's the question.
Travis, what nurse and recipient of the British Order of Merit was known as the Lady of the Lamp?
Florence Nightingale.
Nightingale is correct. $550. You're at 2320. Next roll.
1 and a 6 for a 7.
3 times in a row. Pennsylvania Railroad. Ding, 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 ding.
The cross gate's broken.
All right. All right. Who can take over? Maybe win the game. We'll find out in a moment. Here you go.
Players, what founder of Bolshevism is entombed in a glass coffin in Moscow's Red Square? Jason.
Stalin.
No. Travis or Gianni? Who is entombed in a glass coffin in Moscow's Red Square? It's not the Kool-Aid Man. It's Lenin.
Yeah.
Lenin. All right, another roll. Or I think you might want to take that car in to get checked. Something's wrong with the horn. But that sound does mean that time is up for that round. Let's take a look at where we stand, or in Travis and Gianni's part of the world where they fell. Right now in third place is our green player, Gianni Pizzi, with $1,710. In second place is our gold player, Travis Coulter, with $2,320. And in first place is our red player, they call him the murderer, Jason Myers, with $14,315. Well, this is where I need to go and wash my ass. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to find out how much Jason has to win the game right here on Monopoly. Welcome back here to Monopoly. That's right, Monopoly. You know we've got sponsors, and one of those sponsors is Cialis. Don't want to let down your chick by not having enough dick? Then use Cialis. Thank you. All right, so we are back here with Monopoly. We already know what's going to happen. Let's get to it. Johnny Peasy came in there at the end of our last round with $1,710 in third place. He doesn't own anything, so we don't give him anything anymore. So Johnny finishes at $1,710. Our second place player, Travis Coulter, he had $2,320 coming out of that last round in second place. We added up what he had in properties, and when we sell that back, he earns an additional $2,000, which finishes him up tonight with $4,320. And finally, we go over to the man of the hour, Jason Myers. He finished the last round with $14,315. When we sold back all of his upgrades, he nets an additional $3,500, which means tonight he finishes with $17,815. Jason Myers, you are still the champion of Monopoly. Congratulations.
Good game, Travis and Gianni, both of y'all. Yeah.
All right, we will come back and talk to you here in just a moment. But first, let's start out with our third place player here tonight, Mr. Gianni Peasy. Gianni, $1,710 to your name. Man, you were giving it a little bit of a run in the second half of the acquisition phase. But, man, it's one of those things, it's almost a kiss of death if you don't wind up with a property coming out of the acquisition round. Yeah. Tell me, and tell those out there, just how difficult is that on the psyche when you finish that first round with no monopolies?
Oh, it definitely is. Trying to be quick on the buzzer, couldn't really capitalize on property or monopoly during this game, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, you know.
And you know, that's true. Sometimes the cookie just does not crumble the way that we hope it will. But did you at least have a good time playing with us?
Of course, yeah.
Well, as you know, as always, you're going to get to walk out of here tonight with the amount that you won, that $1,710. When we add that to your total so far this season, that's going to now take you up to $4,130, and that will officially move you into 9th place overall on the season, which is the final position that would make their way into the tournament at the end of our season. So you're in an okay spot right now, but I'm hoping we're going to see you back to add more money. Uh-oh. Okay. Sounds good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Gianni Peasy.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Fantastic. All right. Next, we move over to our gold player. Our gold player, Travis Coulter, come in second tonight, $4,320. Travis, again, you were giving Jason really a run for his money in the acquisition phase. You were out there neck and neck with him. I kind of feel like that once you lost that pile of money due to the community chest cards, that just kind of took the wind out of your sails.
Well, that was a big that took a little bit of the money, and then I made a bad decision with the hostile takeover, but I think the real knife was seeing the unicorn again, but it just didn't work out for me.
Well, and you know that we had 3 failed hostile takeovers tonight, and they were kind of in a lot of ways working out in your favor. You kept having money come your direction, except of course for the one. What's going on with hostile takeovers?
I don't know. Ask the statistician.
Yeah, I will ask Stats McGillicuddy as soon as he's available. So, But hey, $4,320 coming over into your bank account for the season. That's going to take you up to $11,295 for the season. That still leaves you sitting in 6th place overall for the season. So you're still in a pretty good shape. But again, hopefully you'll plan on coming back before the season's over because we still got a lot of episodes left and a lot of players that could catch up.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here as always, Mr. Announcer Man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Travis Coulter. And now we visit with the man of the hour, the 90 minutes, the whatever you want to say, Jason Myers, $17,815. Man, you have racked up one hell of a pile of cash tonight. Just speak on it. Just speak.
Well, I was concerned, and then that one community chest card showed up, and I was like, well, then that's familiar territory.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that card has reared its head a few times, and just like the one kind of punished Travis pretty hard, that one gave it right back to you. And again, it could have been anybody that owned the very next property, and it just happened to be you. But again, even if we take that $7,000 away from you, you still win with over $10,000 in your bank tonight. So I think you've got to be pretty pleased with your game tonight.
It had a couple ups and downs, but that's par for the course for any game, really.
Yeah, that is true. Par for the course. Well, if you're ready, I think it's time that we see if we can do under par for the next course, because it's time for us to go once around the block.
Here we go.
All right. Well, this is, of course, one of my favorite times of the show here. We are at our bonus game now. Jason has the opportunity to add on $50,000 more because, of course, last time the jackpot was won. So we do not have to add any money to it. So, of course, Jason, your job here is within 5 rolls time is try to make your way around the board all the way back to go. If you can make it past go, we'll give you $25,000. Land on go exactly, just as you did last time, we will give you an additional $50,000 onto your prize winnings tonight, which are already through the roof, and you've kind of got a whole field of 4-leaf clovers growing in your ass crack, so
Apparently.
you might be sitting pretty here. But of course, we're not going to make it super easy for you to be able to just do that. We're going to ask you to add 4 additional go to jail spaces on the board in addition to the one that's in the upper right hand corner. We'll add 1 onto 2nd Street, 1 to 3rd Street, and 2 to 4th Street. So if you would, Jason, give me 1 on 2nd Street between St. Charles Place and New York Avenue.
Virginia.
Well, he did not want to leave Virginia alone. So now we'll put 1 on 3rd Street between Kentucky Avenue and Marvin Gardens.
I'll go
Atlantic. And now we need to do 2 on 4th Street between Pacific Avenue and Boardwalk.
Pennsylvania. And luxury tax.
All right, so we have placed those on the board now. So, of course, we'll remind everybody if Jason's able to roll doubles at any time during this game, we will give him additional rolls. Also, for every space he's able to make it around the board safely, we'll give him $100 into his center bank there that he can walk away with at any time. Or if he uses all of his rolls up, he'll get to walk away with that. Just be very careful and don't hit those go-to-jail spaces. So with that, if you're ready, I know everybody out there watching's ready. So let's do it. Let's go once around the block as Mr. Prizopoly has fired up the rock and roller. Here's your red button, Jason. You push that button, it'll stop.
And yeet.
2 and a 5 for a 7.
All right.
Even in the bonus round.
I'm telling you. Kevin Henry will never understand, but there's a reason. $700 is in the center pot now, Jason. You can walk away with that at this moment, or you can continue on with your 4 rolls, knowing that your only bad roll coming up on you now is a 7.
Might as well keep going.
All right, that rock and roller's firing back up once again. Press that red button.
And yeet.
2 and a 5 for a 7.
5.
I'm sorry, Jason. You are headed to jail. Oh, Bar Brady's got him one. He has been looking for that. He's not been able to capture very many people in jail this season, but boy, he got one now. Well, here's the good news, though, Jason. You still have that $17,815 to walk away with you here tonight. Again, your season total now is up to $80,575. Again, solidifying yourself into 3rd place overall for the season. Again, the top 3 will get to determine their opponents for the Tournament of Champions. So 2 games in a row, Jason. Remember, you're only 3 games away. You can win 3 more in a row. You're going to also win a new car. So we're going to definitely wish you the best of luck on that. And we'll see you back here next Monday, correct?
That's the plan, yeah.
All right. We look forward to seeing you then. As I turn to Mr. Priceopoly. Well, we came into the night with lots of hopes and dreams. And unfortunately, between Jason and Officer Bar Brady, most of them were shattered.
Yeah. Well, hey, they can sit in the cell and share some donuts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Officer Bar Brady will ask Jason to be the one that provides those donuts, seeing as how he has over $80,000 in his pocket.
Yeah, that's enough money for all the officers in the whole state of Louisiana.
Right, that's enough at least for the first 5 minutes of the sorry Tournament of Champions. But yeah, so we had another good night here tonight, though. We had a lot of fun being back. So Neil, how does it feel getting to sit over there in the Mr. Monopoly chair?
I like it. This is a very fun experience, and tonight was really cool because it was an all Grandma Studios episode.
Yeah.
It was a full all Grandma Studios episode. For those of you out there that don't know, there are currently, while MVG is the overall leader of this channel and everything that's done, again, there's some separate studios in here that people kind of get together to put works together. And the Grandma Studios team, I'll just take a moment to mention them because we've really put together a great team here. The team would be myself, Jason Myers, Travis Coulter, Neil Sternitsky, and Gianni Pizzi. We're the ones that currently make up Grandma Studios. And I'll say we've always got our eye on some additional talent to add into the fold. But yes, those are your people that are currently Grandma Studios people. So, of course, when their content comes out, you can expect to see Grandma Studios logo and things like that attached to their content. So, definitely very proud of what we've been able to do here. Seems like a lot of people like the content we put out. So, yeah, it was another great night. I do want to remind all of you out there, make sure that you like this video. Share it with as many people as you can. If you're in other Discord servers, even on your Facebook, feel free to throw it up on your Facebook as an opportunity to get this out there to other people. If you've got friends, family, whatever, they're into game shows, they may love to come on here and see some of this content as well and see some of the hijinks that we're up to. And make sure you ring that bell for notifications to make sure you know when Brandon puts out his new content, when those of us that are live streaming or we do edited content, when we've got stuff coming out to you as well. But yeah, we want to make sure that you do that and that you continue to support the work that we're doing here because we do it as a labor of love. So please continue to do that. Keep your eye out. If the Barry Enright Cup is going to happen this week, you should see us coming on somewhere between 11 and 11:30 Eastern tomorrow night because I know I've got to pick my daughter up from work, so we can't really get going until I get home from that. But yeah, keep your eye out for that. If you don't see us by then, chances are it'll be another week before we're back. But again, we will be back again next week on Monday night with more Monopoly, episode 12. And for sure, if nothing else happens, we will be back with more Bearing Enright Cup for sure by next week at the absolute latest. But yeah, with that being said, thank you all for watching. But until we come back again to go once around the block to see if we can hand out, next time it'll be, let's see, $60,000 or $30,000. He was Neil Sternitsky. I'm Turd Ferguson, and you sure as hell aren't. We'll see you here next time for more Monopoly Night in America. Until then, take care and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, as the final buzzer sounds and the lights dim on another exciting day, we bid farewell here at MVG Productions, broadcasting from the heart of Silva, North Carolina. Today we've seen contestants triumph, puzzles unravel, and fortunes change. We hope our game shows brought you thrills, laughter, and maybe a few nail-biting moments. Thank you for being a part of our audience, supporting us, and recognizing the vision of Brandon Scruggs, who owns and operates MVG Productions. Until next time, we leave you with our national anthem. Good night.